Hi you guys, this is Nicole from Spiritual Thoughts, and today I'm here to talk about spirit animals, what they mean, and some different facts about them. So spirit animals have many different names. They can be called totem animals, spirit guides, power animals, soul animals. Any of these names are correct. It's simply what you prefer to call them. These animals can appear in the form of thoughts. You just think of them all the time. You can see them out and about, and you can have multiple spirit animals as well. They can change depending on the changes going on in your life. You might see different animals depending on what parts of your life you're needing to deal with and what you're going through. So some of the ways to know which animal is your spirit animal or which animals is whether or not you feel particularly drawn to a certain animal. If you see a certain animal everywhere you go, like for me, I see golden butterflies everywhere I go. Every time I go outside, I see a yellow butterfly. Another way to know which animals are your spirit animals are which animals you dream about constantly, which ones are super scary to you, and this one seems counterintuitive, but if you're super scared of an animal, that might be a sign that that is an unhealed part of you and that animal is calling out to you so that you can heal that part of you. I explain a little more about this in my Reiki healing video, and I explain my fear of birds and how I got over it and how the bird was really just the part of me that was afraid to fly. And so once I overcame my fear of birds and I realized that birds were also one of my spirit animals, I was able to get over that fear and work on being my true self. Also, keep in mind that you cannot choose your spirit animal. Your spirit animal chooses you, and it is simply just a natural thing that happens and is a part of you. So with that, I'll get into some of the most common, I have a little list here, of all of the most common spirit animals and some of their theme words and meanings. So if any of these are familiar to you, or if any of these animals just call to you in any certain way, this might be your spirit animal or one of the many spirit animals that you have. And it's not every single animal. These are just the most popular spirit animals that most people have a connection to. The first animal I'll be talking about is the bat, and the bat represents rebirth, inner strength, and longevity, a long life. Because these animals are super independent, they also represent inner depth and the depth of yourself. So if you feel connected to bats in any type of way, then that's a sign that you are ready to go deeper into yourself and your life is going to be super rich. Bears. Any type of bears represent intuition, a higher knowing, protectiveness, strength, and healing. Bears are super protective animals, strong, powerful animals. So if you feel drawn to bears, these are the parts of you that are really shining right now. Bumblebees or any type of bees represent productiveness, wisdom, joy, and pleasure. Because the honey they produce is so sweet and pleasurable, and they're so productive at making it, these animals truly represent the part of yourself that is wanting to be productive and enjoy the sweetness of that hard work. Next is the butterfly, which is one of my spirit animals, which I see all the time, hence the background being this beautiful butterfly tapestry. Butterflies represent transformation, change, grace, and your soul self. So the most inner parts of yourself being transformed and changed and metamorphosis from a caterpillar into a butterfly. So if you see butterflies everywhere, this is a sign that you're going through a major transformation right now in your life, or you have just finished one or are about to go through one. If you feel particularly drawn to cats, like lots of people are, including me, this is a sign that you have a little bit of mystery, wisdom, and cleverness to you. Cats are also a sign of independence and the desire to be by yourself most of the time. Cows represent contentness, an easygoing nature, and grounded in the now. Cows are super grounded, earthy creatures, so if you feel particularly drawn to cows, that's a sign that you are in a super grounded state of being right now. You've been super easygoing about change, and you're super rooted to the earth and the present moment. The crow represents your higher self, change, and creativity. If you happen to see crows around a lot, this might be a sign that you're going through a big change in your life, or you're looking for your higher self, your deeper self. Seeing crows isn't a bad thing, as most people think. It is simply a sign that it might be time for change. The always loved, friendly dog is the sign of loyalty, playfulness, and affection. They are also super helpful in guiding our souls through hard times and troublesome times, as they are super loving, affectionate, and understanding, and they often are way more understanding with emotions than most other animals. The dolphin represents being kind, playful, happy, and joyful about life. Dolphins are often the spirit guides of people who are extremely bubbly, happy people, so if you feel drawn towards dolphins, this is a good sign. The elephant is a sign of pride, power, intuition, and strength. These animals are highly wise. They know a lot more than we think that they do. So if you feel drawn towards elephants, this is the part of yourself that's wanting to learn more, be more wise, and in touch with your intuition and your higher knowing. Any type of fish represents abundance, the willing to have an open mind, the changing of ideas, and also being a little mysterious and sly. So fish live in the water, obviously, so they can get around a lot faster than we can, and they also are a sign of spiritual and mental abundance. If you feel drawn towards foxes, any type of fox, the red fox, the white fox, these beautiful animals are the symbol of being wise, clever, and wild. Very unpredictable animals, so this part of yourself is wanting to explore a little more and be more carefree and wild. The giraffe represents the ability to attain the unattainable, hence their super long necks. If you feel drawn towards a giraffe, you might be wanting to reach for something that might seem unattainable, but with hard work you can get there. They also represent beauty and intelligence. Horses represent freedom, grace, and power. Since they're super fast, they're also super fast at making decisions, and these people that are drawn to horses are usually wild spirits. They are free spirits, they're fast at making choices, they're spontaneous, and they're super fun to be around. The lion is a sign of courage, strength, and overall power and authority. I used to actually really be drawn towards lions when I was awakening during high school, and this was the time when I was really not confident with myself, so having lions always pop up in my head and in my dreams really was telling me to be more confident in myself and have more power and strength in who I was. The monkey represents playfulness, change, and health. If you feel that an owl is your spirit animal, you are more mysterious, wise, connected with your intuition and higher knowing. These animals are nocturnal as well, and you also might feel the need to be up later at night. Think about things deep into the night, and your dreams might be a little more vivid. The rabbit or a bunny represents being super artistic, joyful, and courageous. These little animals might not seem like the epicenter of courage, but they actually are, and they contain so much power and willpower as well. So if you feel drawn towards rabbits, you're super artsy, and the parts of yourself that are wanting to be more courageous and powerful are wanting to come out. A snake represents the primal human energy, the energy that runs up and down our spine. They represent impulse and rebirth as they shed their skin. So this might be an animal that you see during times of rebirth, of change, of coming back to your primal human impulses. A turtle is the holy grail of patience, wisdom, and intuition. Also, taking care of yourself is another big theme of the turtle, since their hard exterior shell is all centered around self-love, keeping themselves safe. If you are seeing turtles or you're drawn to turtles, now is the time to keep yourself safe, send yourself a lot of love, and have a lot of patience. A wolf is loyalty, success, and willpower. If you sense that a wolf is your totem animal, which a lot of people inexplainably feel a deep connection with wolves. This is because wolves are extremely fierce and protective, and they are super successful at what they do. And tons of people right now are awakening to the fact that we are powerful creatures. So the wolf is going to be a super popular totem animal in this time of change for humanity. The last one I'll be talking about is the zebra, and the zebra represents uniqueness, balanced, and clarity into the future. So if you feel pulled towards zebras, you might be thinking a lot about the future. This is a time to start planning, manifesting, keeping things balanced in your life, and just all over being a unique person. So obviously that wasn't all of the animals or all of the facts about the animals and the spirit animals, but just kind of an overview of spirit animals in general. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.